Hey, you guys. We're here, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to Friday for those who enjoy it and for those who don't. Of course, you know we got to get our fairy tales on. We're going to put Oreo Jr. over here. He dangerous over back there amongst the animals, and we're going to get started.
Right.
Scott and you guys, have you ever thought to yourself, what was when animals attack, like before we had cameras?
What was animals attack like before we had cameras?
Yeah, remember that show in the 90s when
Yeah.
animals attack?
Uh-huh.
You ever wonder what it was like before we had cameras?
Just nobody knew about it.
No, we did. I'm going to tell you a story about it. Oh
Okay.
my gosh. Yes, it's happening.
Wow.
This is, of course, from the African American Read-Aloud stories, and it's called Battle Between the Birds and the Bees. Ah!
Oh wow.
Yeah, scary. This is something I always say to Scott. Birds and beasts were on Earth long before there were men and women, period. Okay? At least that is how one old African tale is told. Sometimes the two, the birds and the beasts, were at peace. They lived together as brothers. That's nice. It's like Bambi. Sometimes, however, they fought. Then there was war between them. It was a fight between an ostrich and an elephant that started the trouble this time. Okay, period. They down in Africa acting a fool. Or on a zoo. You never know. We don't know the time frame. They didn't tell us the year. Oh, it was a famous battle. Many stories were told about it by the African grandmothers. What was the fight about? No one knows for sure. Some say the ostrich was annoyed the elephant because the great beast did not look where he stepped when he ambled about the plain. I mean, do anybody ever look where they stepping? Again and again, his clumsy feet would spoil the round nest which the ostrich had dug in the earth for her eggs. It was because this happened so often that the ostrich went to the other birds. It was because she complained so bitterly that they agreed to make war with the elephant. Okay, period. Uh oh. Uh oh. It was the chief of the ostrich tribe who delivered the declaration of war. With his head held high in the air, the ostrich could see far across the flat plain. He knew just where to go. Okay, he Napoleon or Shaka Zulu, honey. He's somebody. He Genghis Khan before they existed. And with his long, strong legs, he ran quickly to the face of his enemy. Okay, period. He ain't never scared. You have destroyed one too many of our nests, oh elephant, he shouted. We declare war on you, okay? All the birds will fight with me. You yourself had better ask for help from the other beasts. Oh, Lord.
Oh wow.
hmm So the elephant called all the four-footed creatures about him. Get ready, friends, he shouted. The birds have declared war on us. Okay. It's like thumb war. Back when I was in school, the like 1, 2, 3, 4, I declared thumb war. Then you had to pin their thumb down. Remember that?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? How those animals laughed. Imagine birds, puny birds, trying to do battles with elephants. It sounded silly indeed. But the birds did not laugh. Period. They said we ain't scared. I'm a bird today. Did you see? Did you notice? Did y'all notice?
Yeah.
I'm one. So go on, laugh at me. Laugh at me if you want. Wait and see who wins the battle, they said. It must have been a strange sight. On one side of the plain, four-footed creatures formed a long line. The monkeys were there, the leopards and the lions, and of course, them big old elephants, honey. Great beasts and small beasts. They stood shoulder to shoulder. Okay, girl, they ready for war. On the other side of the plain were the creatures with wings. One would think that the birds would have been afraid. They were so much smaller. Besides, did not always mean courage, as you shall see. The lion and the leopard shall be my chief helpers, said the elephant. They shall be my two generals. We three will lead the beast army into battle. So these three big animals took their place in the very front line. Okay, they ain't scared either. And that's what I'm talking about. If you're going to lead by example, baby. Look at them animals. Yeah. I choose the eagle, the falcon, and the stork to fight with me, said the ostrich when the birds lined up. I cannot fly, for I for all I am for all I am a bird. That's a weird way to say it, but okay, girl, we get you. The ostrich reminded his friends, okay, you can't fly, period. But you still a bird though. But I have made a plan of battle that will win the victory for us all. For our weapons, we shall use these eggs. So are you going to war or baking a cake? What are you doing? Which my hand has laid. He pointed to three giant cream colored balls in a round nest in the ground. Isn't that why you went to war to protect the eggs and you just gonna use them in the war? Like, what is going on here?
Weird.
I don't know if I like your plan, sir. But okay, let's see what we got here. With this shell, each ostrich egg weighed several pounds. From the eagle shall take one egg up in his claw. He shall fly towards the animal army. For a quick moment, he shall light on the elephant's head. I guess he gonna drop it on. He dropping bombs over Baghdad. Okay, the way they talking is kind of weird. He shall break the egg there. Then he shall fly back again. Okay, you better drop them. Okay, they using the eagles to drop the egg bombs. I guess is what we doing today. The birds looked at each other. They did not understand how ostrich age could win a battle. Neither can I, honey. Okay. Scott, do you know how ostrich age can win a battle? Do y'all know? Because I don't know. But they did not object. And the ostrich went on telling them of his plan. The falcon shall follow the eagle's example. Only he shall break the second egg on the head of the lion. The stork shall deal with the leopard. The birds were still puzzled. But after all, this was the ostrich's war. They would fight as he recommended. The eagle is coming, the hyena standing up on a high rock gave the warning to the beast army. But the animals were not worried. What harm could a bird do? Flying all up there in the sky. It just says flying up in the sky, but I added the extra because this is extra. But before they could gather their wits together, the eagle had swooped down on the elephant. He lit on the head of the surprised beast. Crack, splash. The ostrich egg was broken upon the skull of the great beast. Its thick yolk was running into the elephant's small eyes. All the animals heard the elephant cry out, "Oh, oh, my head is broken. It is bleeding, and I am going to unalive." He was tripping. He said, "Oh my God, I got PTSD from that last time we went to war." Okay. He flung his trunk to fill his head with the tip, and it had found the broken egg. The elephant, who could not see for the yolk in his eyes, thought the bits of shell were his crushed bones. Okay, honey, you got a very vivid imagination, Mr. Elephant. Okay, go off. They didn't broke your head. You don't feel no pain. And it's a broken. Okay, cool. The thick yolk felt like blood. And besides, the blow from the heavy big egg had made his head ache. Okay, I guess maybe, okay. It had some impact. Got it. Oh, the elephant's head is broken. Oh, our general will unalive. The hyena ran with this message from one end of their battle line to the other. Okay, he's spreading rumors. And now the falcon is coming, the hyena scout cried out a second time. He flies towards General Lion. You remember, this is the next part of the ostrich's plan of battle. The lion roared, but this did not stop the fierce falcon from lighting upon his head. Crack, splash. The falcon flung the second ostrich egg at the lion's nose. The lion's head is broken too, the hyena cried. Let me tell you something. Clearly, we have a theme with the hyenas, even in The Lion King and in this book. Hyenas are stupid. So I'm going to just put it out here before we even get done. If you are ever in battle and you happen to be around a talking hyena, don't go with what they say. They kind of dumb, period. Y'all got to check out how they give birth. It is struggle. I wouldn't trust them. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Put it in the comment section if you know how they give birth, or if you see this, go watch it and then come back. Tell me what you saw. Don't tell me in too much great detail. It's crazy though. But check out how they give birth. I wouldn't trust them. They doing too much. They doing way too much. Another one of our 3 generals will unalive, the hyena screamed. The paw of the lion went round and round, trying to wipe the egg yolk out of his eyes. He too was blinded. He too was sure the wetness he felt was blood. Okay, girl. Maybe the lion's stupid too. I don't know. Yes, my head is broken, the lion roared. It hurts. I shall surely unalive. Before the beast had time to think clearly, there came the stork flying over the head of the leopard. The 3rd egg was dropped from high in the sky. It landed between the small ears of the leopard. And now all 3 of the generals of the animals' army was in a sad state. Okay, they over there rolling and moaning and crying, child. Rolling up and down hills. The beasts, without their leaders, did not know what to do. And their troubles were not over. But they are creatures. Oh, wait. For the ostrich had called for help from the bees. Uh-oh, girl, we about to get some honey. Yeah. I'm kidding. I just think bees and honey. We about to get some Cheerios. Yeah. To be sure, bees are not birds, but they are creatures with wings, and they were glad to fight with their feathered friends. By the thousand, the bees buzzed around the heads of the beast. On their tender noses, the lions and the leopards felt their sharp stings. Uh-oh. The bees had even found tender spots in the elephant's open mouth in which they could thrust their sharp stingers. All the army of animals felt their attack. The generals, the elephant, the lion, and the leopard ran to escape the sting of the bees. Y'all showed up before and y'all was about that life, and now y'all ain't about that life because these bees and a couple of eggs. Some honey and eggs took y'all out. I mean, y'all should have just stayed at home. I don't know. Who could blame the other 4-footed creatures for doing the same? The victory is ours. The ostrich flapped his tiny, useless wings in joy. The battle is over. Period. We won. Yes. Okay, but wait, it's not over because we got a little more to read. But there still was one beast left in the plain. This was the hyena, truly a silly creature. I told y'all don't be trusting it. Telling you, look at how the hyena give birth. It's all kinds of backwards. It's crazy. Look it up. Come back. Put it in the comment section. I saw it. Or put some eyeballs in the comment section. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's crazy. I showed Scott. He's still traumatized.
I am.
He had crept up behind the ostrich, and he had seen the patches of pink meat that showed between the giant bird's leg. The giant bird's long, thin tail feathers. How good it would be if he could just get one bite. He leapt up off the ground, but the ostrich whirled around in time. He said, what is this? It's just Oreo Jr., but, as a shark.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. The punishment with which the hyena had then. The angry ostrich struck the beast with his mighty feet. And the ostrich's legs are strong enough to knock down a leopard or a lion. You know what I like to think that it looked like? Scott, I don't know if you remember, you guys. I don't know if you remember. Remember Chappelle's show when he did the Rick James episode? And then Charlie Murphy kicked Rick James and he flew. And he hit that dresser and then he started bleeding out the mouth. That's what I feel like the hyena and the ostrich look like in my imagination. But y'all can put it in the comment section what this makes you imagine in your mind. Scott, what does it make you imagine?
I don't know. I'm going to go with
Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Period. The poor hyena was kicked over the plane like a leaf tossed by the wind. Okay, period. Like Rick James. All the time, the furious ostrich was pecking at the hyena's head. It was just by luck the giant bird did not find the animal's eyes. All the time, the furious ostrich. Oh wait, I read that already. Now, the hyena is known to be a coward at heart. Oh Lord, they say that in Lion King too. As soon as he could, this one ran away. He crept into a hole between some rocks where the ostrich could not get him. He hoped that in time, the angry bird would go away. At last, all was quiet outside the hyena's den. The animal crept to its opening and he stuck his head out of the rocks. Quickly, he drew it back again, for the ostrich was still there, still mad, probably because I would be walking up and down, and he was still waiting for the hyena to show himself. He's like, come on, meet me at my front door. Let's go. Come on. A little later, the hyena picked out again, and this time he only just escaped the fierce pecking from the bird's beak. Y'all hear that? Yeah. Bring it on. What's up?
Mess with that.
The same thing happened another time and another. The hyena would never have come out again, perhaps if the ostrich had not grown tired of the game. Oh, that big clever bird. Before he went off, he pulled several feathers out of his tail and he stuck them into the ground so that they would wave across the mouth of the hole in the rock. 2 or 3 times the hyena peeked out. Twice he went back again, fooled by the feathers, into thinking his enemy was still there. But the third time, he was so thirsty and hungry, he took a chance and slipped out of the den and saw how he had been tricked. Is this story true? Who can know? What is sure, however, is that the hyena today makes his home in a hole in the ground or in a den in the rocks, and he does not come out to hunt for food or drink until it is dark. Yeah, that bird got him shook up. And they all lived happily ever after.
Wow.
Yeah. That's your tale of fairies here. Okay, you guys, you know what time it is. Lesson learned time. Put it down in the comment section what you learned from that story. Scott, you know what time it is. What did you learn?
You never know how the rumble in the jungle is going to turn out.
Period. I'm going to kind of piggyback a little bit on that. Never underestimate your opponent. Just because they smaller than you, don't mean they can't, give you a run for your money. Think David and Goliath. Think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. David was little, but boom, he busted them right on up. So never underestimate your opponent. And always go with strategy. You see how that ostrich kind of strategized? You got anything else, Scott?
No, that's all I got.
Okay, well, we're going to end it here. Scott and I have some plans tonight, so we're not going to do Hitchhiker. We'll be back with that tomorrow, as well as it's a super scary Saturday sleepover. Yeah, we got to do that. So with that, we're going to bid you guys adieu. As always, we enjoy having you guys, and we hope you guys enjoy coming and hanging out with us. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Check out some other videos if you want. And with that, we're going to bid you guys adieu. So from wherever we are in the Serengeti or wherever, and we busting each other upside the head, whatever, to wherever you are, peace, love, and happiness. Get me rinky dinky dink. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.